Now, we need to move on. Excuse me. We're going to switch gear just a little bit and talk about gemstones. Rarities Carol Brodie, who is one of the most incredible curators, designers. Specialty pieces are her thing, and she brings them to HSN like nobody else. We have an offer tonight on a piece, a necklace that was appraised at $270. We have the beautiful African amethyst. We have the stunning Madeira citrine. We have a really precious peridot and a sky blue that you will just melt into. This is normally $179, so yes, it's $100 off. We're on 4 flexible payments. A nice, elegant couture piece of jewelry that really encapsulates that stunning, genuine gemstone. Now, I always like to do this, but many of you know, and a lot of you may not know, that Siobhan Sana, this amazing lady sat beside me, is a graduate gemologist. That is the correct term,
That
is it
is,
not?
oh, yes.
This lady went to school to... What?
No, okay.
No, don't get embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed.
Go, hurry, get it over with. Thank you.
She is as qualified as you could ever meet. She knows more about gemstones than I've had hot dinners. She is incredible. So I always learn so much from being with Siobhan. Siobhan, what can you teach me today about this?
Oh, look at you. I do love gemstones. It is one of my passions, of course. And then the more I learn, the more I realize there was so much more to learn. But when you look at these, know that you have the white zircons that sparkle and have the fire and the scintillation that really zircons are very famous for. I don't need to compare them to a diamond because they have so many special properties on their own. And then your crescent moon, just with those graduated peridot, amethyst, blue topaz, and the citrine.
Yes.
The citrine. It's first of all, the gems are impeccable. The other thing is for $79.90, this makes no sense whatsoever.
No sense.
So it's one time where you just, actually you'll see this a lot tonight, don't overthink it, just treat yourself. It's a symbol of femininity. Maybe this is your birthstone, maybe you just love that color green, so refreshing. And it is the gemstones that really would be what you would expect the whole style of diamonds and sapphires. But today we're bringing them to you in a way that we can all afford and in a style and design that is vintage. It is actually this particular necklace inspired by an antique piece that one of Carol's friends found at an antique auction. The gavel went down, she got the original piece, and then Carol actually had it in an original, in that diamond piece. And we have it today in our interpretation from Rarities and Carol Brodie at $79.
We really haven't seen a lot of Rarities pieces on the day. So tonight, you know, we have some Joan Boyce, we have some Rarities, we have some, who else do we have?
Roberto Ferraro Manella.
Very well said.
Who else do we have, producer Catherine? We have 5 and 5s. Oh, I love that part. Colleen Lopez. Of course. The gems tonight are impeccable, and they're all on sale, all lowest prices ever. This, I've got to just say, with the final quantity available on these, to be able to do $79, $20 to get this at home. If you've never shopped with us at HSN, we are one of the country's largest gemstone retailers, which is why we have such a huge quality assurance department, which is why I'm so proud to be part of the program here and a graduate gemologist, where I get to really share with you the backstory of what we're talking about. You are shopping with confidence, and it is a very safe, risk-free place at HSN. Not to mention 30-day satisfaction guarantee, so you get to decide once you put it on and treasure it. And once you put it on, you see yourself in the mirror. I think you're going to be really pleased you scored this tonight.
Stay right there. We'll let you know when they've gone. Due to popular demand, we are just going to